Hello there YouTube, this is Zoo Tycoon Steve, welcoming you back to a new episode, and today as you can see we will not be playing Zoo Tycoon 2, we've moved on up to the newest zoo game, Planet Zoo. If you're a person that enjoys Zoo Tycoon 2, you've probably seen this one going around. I've actually been wanting to play it for a while. For a while? What's a while? Never mind. I've actually been wanting to play it for a while, but I actually had to upgrade my graphics card in order to get it working, so this is total next level. For me. I'm no longer playing a game that's 30 years old, so I guess any game would be next level for me. But anyway, we're going to play Planet Zoo today. The only thing I've done so far is the very first tutorial. I'm going to start out with a challenge zoo here. Let's see, select biomes, go with temperate, North America, medium difficulty, name, next level. See, now we're on feet. Let's go ahead and create zoo. I'll join you in there. And hopefully we can at least get one biome started today, or one exhibit started today, and I don't make a complete and total fool of myself. I'll see you once it loads. Alright, so here we are at the beginning of our brand new temperate zoo. We went with a medium one, so you can see we actually have a fair bit of space to go through here. In fact, this zoo is pretty huge. In fact, I might accidentally clicked on the large one. Let's go ahead and pause it now. Pause it? I guess pause. There's some type of zoo pun there. Anyway, let's go ahead and pause it now. You can see we've got our entrance here. First thing we're going to do is lay down a path, put in a little area for the guests themselves, put in all the infrastructure we need for our zoo employees, because they're a lot more important in this game than they are in Zoo Tycoon 2. And then we'll go to the animal trading and pick our first exhibit. Let's go ahead and pick a path for our basic zoo. I think we'll just go with the asphalt since it lines up there. Just make this one a nice long path. More or less straight, that's fine. And then how do I want to proceed from here? You know what? Let's just put like a little guest area off to the left here. Like, I guess starting there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just stretch one right out there. Go ahead and grab some facilities. Not staff. For the guests. Let's see, let's give them an ATM. We want them to buy stuff, so always want an ATM. And I think they're, yeah, let's go ahead and put in some basic toilets. Right here. It's not quite lined up. And we'll just put them a little bit off. Basic path like that, I think. Okay, yeah, so we've got two bathrooms there. We'll put something in between to make it look like it's filled up a little bit more. What else do we have? Just a toilet block. Do I need to put these guys over it? Yeah, in fact, I might have put the wrong thing there. Let's go ahead and just delete those out real quick. Still learning the game. New. Fun. And we'll put in one of these, just a large toilet. Let's just go ahead and invest. That's the front? I feel like that's not the front, but maybe I'm wrong. Can I fit a large? I don't think I can fit. Let's go ahead and just put in a small toilet then. We'll put them. Nah. No, I don't know what I want to do. Worst. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get rid of these extended paths, just so they're not affecting us. And let's go ahead and see if we can squeeze a large toilet here. We probably can't, but we'll give it a shot. Like it might not fit. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and put it on the other side. I think is the way we handle this. Whee! Free flying maps are the bestesses. Yeah, okay. Whoop. I fit to left click, not right. New game. Yeah, I feel good about that there. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop that there. We'll move the ATM over to that side. That's facing the right way, right? Yeah, okay, good. So we'll throw you right there. And then we can put in like a restaurant or something in this area if we need to later on. But right now, it's pretty much all we're going to do for the guest. We might decorate this area with like some trees and bushes, maybe a fountain or something. But we're going to now put in a zookeeper path. Let's go ahead and throw a staff path going the other way. And This one we're going to extend, I think, pretty far. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop it all the way out there. And we'll put in the things we need for a basic facility setup. Staff facilities. Okay, so we're just really going to need an animal trade center. You can't get animals without a trade center in this game, so that's definitely on our list of wants. There's a trade center. Keeper hut. We'll put that in when we get a exhibit. We don't need that yet. These are kind of fancy ones. We'll just put in like the very basic looking things. So let's go ahead and add in the workshop and the research center. Just those three guys. Because we're going to need all of them. And also going to need a quarantine and a vet, I think. So let's actually make it not quite so boring. Set up, we don't need it to go that far. Got a three-way path here. And grab those facilities we need. Grab the vet. And then I'll also grab the quarantine. Put the vet closer with the quarantine a little bit further, just so it's not like the animals have to walk past to get to that. We're going to have to extend the path too, it looks like. We'll just leave it like that for now. That's fine for the moment. Okay. So now we've got all of our basic things that we need for our keeper setup. We've got the bathrooms and an ATM set up for the guests. We can put in food and stuff like a thing. But obviously this area here, we're going to need to put some animals in. So let's go ahead and take a look at what animals we have available. Probably going to want to keep this one a little bit cheaper. So let's see if there's animals that won't break the bank. Yeah, that break the bank. Aardvarks are over 2,000. How much do I have? I started with 22,000 is what I've got right now. So what's a good first area exhibit? Bison are pretty cheap. I wonder if they might not take up too much room though. I don't want to make a huge exhibit. Camels, always popular. Well, look at these tapirs. These tapirs, 9. How old are these? These are 8 years. How much is that life? They're 83%. That's a little old. And this one's 12 years. So yeah, I'm not going to invest in those because I'll have to be buying them again real quick, it looks like. Wildebeest aren't bad. Bongo. Something's going to light me up. I'm just going to keep scrolling until I see something. Pangolins! I want to build them a real good exhibit, so I'll wait until they're better. Columbus monkeys. Actually, that's not terrible. Warthog is nice and cheap, but there's only one. I want to at least have a breeding pair. Bears, I feel like they take up too much room. Tortoises are always a good option. Garls, giant anteaters. Look at those pandas. Mingos. Got some greater flamingos, some hippos. No, it's the Indian peafowl. That's interesting just because I think the first video I did with Zoo Tycoon 2 had Indian peafowl as the first exhibit. Might be something for there. They're fairly cheap too. Well, you can buy a bunch of them. Let me just grab here and do a quick scroll through. Ooh, Komodo dragons. We might have something here. They're fairly cheap. Let's see. What are we talking about here? They're about, what, 2/3 of the way through their lifespans. Llamas. Cheap and easy, I assume. Probably make pretty quick and easy llama thing. Alright, putting llamas on the short list. Now monitors and copies. I feel like they would need more room than I want to give up right now. I want to do reindeer. Hyenas could be fun. Thompson's gazelles. I feel like that's like a standard in every game. Okay. So that's all the ones available to us now. I think the ones that lit me up, are the Komodo dragons, even though we got what, 2 boys and a female. I feel like I'm gonna get a pair here. I'll go ahead, I'll adopt you and adopt you. Do I want to get 2 males and a female? Yeah, I'll go ahead and adopt. Okay. So when you adopt them in this game, they don't immediately like get placed anywhere. They go into your trade center. Take me a while to get the terminology down. And I've got the game paused, so they're not going to get sick while they're waiting in there or anything. We'll go ahead and build them an exhibit. Yeah, we'll build them an exhibit right here. We'll use it to also block off the view of the guests are having to our more utilitarian buildings. And we might decorate the front area too. That's going to be our goal for this exhibit. Put in a nice little early Komodo dragon exhibit, something that can really get the guests into our zoo, sort of bring them around, lead them down the path here, hopefully to bigger and better things. Yeah, so I have a plan for the exhibit. I think I'm going to try to do this like Zoo Tycoon. Oh, hold on, what's this? Zoo challenges. Challenges are specific to the zoo. Overall profits earned, yearly profit of $2,000, and I get a $1,000 bonus. That's neat. I would take that. Do I have to accept it or anything? No, it just happens in the background. And adopt habitat species. Adopt and place 2 different habitat species. That's a little weirdly worded. I'm going to guess it means that I have to have animals that come from 2 different habitats. So like one exhibit in one habitat, one exhibit with another habitat would work. For now, let's just go ahead and yeah, I'll go ahead and cut here, do the build mode thing where I'm doing it a little bit faster. Yeah, and then I'll see you after the build. I'll probably talk over the build. I'll play the music and I'll talk over it because it's a new game. That's going to be the compromise. All right, in my head, I think I've got it sorted out. Let's get to building. Okay, let's go ahead and get to building. First thing, we're going to grab a fence. I think this wooden fence looks best for our Komodo dragons. I don't think this is a fence we can curve, though. Let me take a real quick tour around here. I know some fences you can toggle between curved and not curved. I don't believe this is one of the ones you can, so we're just going to build it out. Sort of a real basic design. Going to keep with our skills learned in Zoo Tycoon 2 to go ahead and make sure that our exhibit is not too perfectly boxed, circular, squarish, too simple looking. Simple's not the right word. It's telling me that pathway is too small. Okay, we might have to make a quick adjustment here. Yeah, because it's not going to let me just snap to it. All right, we'll just delete this fence here and then make an extra long fence. There we go. Okay, now we've got a complete fence outside. We'll throw in trying to throw in a gate, but it doesn't quite reach the other side. So let's build a more zookeeper paths on this side. I'll go ahead and build this out. And then we can use that as an entrance for the zookeepers. We'll have to extend this path a little bit, it looks like. Lulu. Oh, hold on. Okay. What's the best way to do this here? Let's see. Okay, that's going to let me do it. So I'll try to get this as straight as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that at least gives us a zookeeper entrance. That's going to be on the back side. And it occurs to me now we might have to build up some trees in order to hide the facility buildings. But we'll go ahead and put in some glass here. Put in 3 glass spaces with 1 break in between to divide up the groups of people viewing our Komodo dragons. And then I guess we're back to the path. Let's go ahead and extend this path out. And we'll loop it around here. I don't want it pressed right up against the glass. A little extra room for our guest. A little extra room. Don't want their noses and their fingers on the glass itself. I don't think the dragons can get out, but still, it's not going to hurt. Let's see, I don't have any people in our facility yet, but let's get the animals. No, we're going to need to get staff first. Do we want staff first, or do we want the animals first? I'm not sure what the most economical way to go in this game is. Oh well, it's paused, so let's not worry about that. Let's go ahead and do some landscaping first here. I'm going to take one of these big beech trees that are already down here. Just keep the foliage kind of similar throughout for theming. We're in a temperate area, so yeah, I can take these large azaleas. Actually, let's go with the medium. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. The large is for taking over. They're like things that take over things. Alright, just drop a couple of these down here to fill in this little triangle corner we've created. And grab some rocks. Increase Komodo Dragon 4%. Oh, we'll probably do that just naturally, so let's go ahead and use that. Too big a rock, too big. I believe it's the cost of the rock is commiserate with the size of the rock. I'm just trying to find the one that looks the best here. This one's for 250. Oh yeah, that one's the right size. Beautiful. Flip you around here. That's perfect. And grab some. No, I don't want to highlight this. There we go. That's about the right height. Put that in there. Make it look like the zoo's built up a little bit. Oh, that rock actually was not right on the path like I thought it was. Let's throw this piece of grass down here. And then we'll move this rock out so it's on the actual border. There we go. That's better. Get this one too. Throwing down some azalea bushes. Azalea bushes are my favorite bushes. Okay, I think that corner works pretty good. Let's take these smaller beech trees too and just kind of use them to line this path here. This is the zookeeper path, so our guests won't be walking down it, but it'll give a nice background effect to any of the guests looking at that side of the fence. Throw down another one, just kind of continue this path, at least as far as the guests can see. And yeah, we can just throw one of these bushes down here. Two there, and rocks in between. And I'm not going to continue it the whole way because I don't know if I'm going to need that area for anything. But yeah, that looks like a nice good start. Maybe there's too many of those beech trees, but I'm okay with it for now. Let's go ahead and get some staff going. So we're going to need to get a caretaker. Caretaker's going to fill up the food and everything. We're going to need to get a keep. Oh no, the caretaker are the like basic. They're like the janitorial staff, but they're also needed to move the animals from your trade center to an exhibit. So make sure you have one of those. The keeper is the one that fills the food and everything. So we're going to make sure we have both. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just throw the donation box down before I forget it, because we require that in order to keep this thing running. Anything else? There's an information booth. Yeah, let's go ahead and put an information booth up front here. I don't know if this is going to be the final resting place, but let's just get everything down, just kind of like a utilitarian. A balloon shop. That's interesting. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. Food shop. And small animal exhibits. I want to play with that. That's always one of the flaws that Detective 2 had. It was almost impossible to make a small exhibit. Okay, let's put down a sign for ATM. I think there's an information sign in here too somewhere. Look at all the animal signs. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and throw this information sign down in front of our information booth, like so, just to help people find it. I don't have any fountains or anything yet. Oh, they come with the letters. That's nice. That's kind of a cool little fence thing here. Let's see if I can do anything with that that's interesting. Alright, yeah, just throw those down. Those look pretty good. I like the fact that they're free floating fences too, so I don't have to attach them to anything. Do I need any lightings? No. Archway. Oh, those are... I can use those archways to make animal shelters. Yeah, I'm definitely not using those. Let's go ahead and, before I forget, put down a power generator and a water pump, so that way our places have electricity and water. That's always going to be good to have. And we'll want to put in a zookeeper station. So this will be like the area where they like prep the food and do all the things they have to get ready for the animals, for our Komodo dragons in this case. Uh-oh. This pathway is kind of, because it's trying to navigate into the quarantine. So we'll just go ahead and extend it off a little bit like that. It's got a lot more of an open grid, but still not a completely open grid. Alright, just drop you. Try to line it back up like that. Okay, that's fine with me. Yes. Okay, we've got our two people, but they're still frozen there because we haven't unpaused the game. So let's go ahead and unpause it. There we go. And they're just wandering about right now. That ain't no bueno. Why you want to wander about? Yeah, it's just wandering. Did I not tell them to take the animals out of the exhibit? I did not. Okay, so let's go into our animal trading here. And we'll go ahead and tell them to place them in this exhibit. Send to zoo here. Send to zoo here. So that's fantastic. And now our people should start bringing them once we unpause the game here. What else do we got going on? This area's a little simple, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. We can adjust that later, getting the food stands and everything else the way we want it. Let's go ahead and put another one of these trees, just to sort of block off the facilities buildings from guest view. And there we go. You can see that they're running into the trade center to hopefully grab our first Komodo dragon. Yep, moving our Komodo out. As soon as they plop it down here, we'll... Yay! Go ahead, pause the game again, and let's check out what it needs. So its environmental needs, they're not great because I don't have things to play with, but its terrain we can fix up here. So you can see that it needs like a certain mixture of terrain to be happy. So let's go ahead and adjust it. I'm gonna go ahead first and turn all of this into rock because it was kind of neutral towards rock. And I like that as a base, a gradient. And then we can see, get rid of that there because I don't want it leaking over. It needs a little bit more long grass. No, I'm reading that backwards. It actually has too much long grass. Yeah. Too much long grass, too much rock. So let's just go ahead and delete the rock down until it's at a happy level. And then change it to sand, which it does like. Green, 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 green. Needs more sand. Let's go ahead and switch that over. And we're just trying to get all those little toggles into the white zone. If you can do that for all of them, it means that it's got a perfect blend of environments. Yeah, that looks basically good. It's a little plain. Now, like I said, I don't think I have any enrichment items yet. Let's check for K for Komodo. Yeah, I don't have any enrichment items yet. We'll have to get a vet hired to do some research for that. But we can kind of dress the place up a little bit at least and make it look interesting. Let's see, for, I guess, desert's the best. Yeah, we'll just use these rocks for desert. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this, actually. I'm going to raise the platform in the middle here. So up to... And then we'll flatten to that surface. Yep, there it is. Go ahead and make this like a little raised area in the middle. And then we're going to lower a smaller raised smaller area in front of it and fill that smaller raised area with some water. Like so, give them a little lake. Because they're scrubland animals, they're not actually desert. Now we've thrown off the biome a little bit because that made it grass. So we'll fill this up with sand. Get rid of this. Perfect, we're right back in it. Kind of neutral towards rock. Okay, now let's go ahead and throw some of our actual rocks down. Kind of fill in this area back here. Give the impression that the, try to kind of hide as much fence as possible. We also kind of want sort of a natural rock formation to come up along the water. Give it that nice recreation of an actual environment kind of look. I also want to block off the zookeeper entrance. I think just the fact that we have that raised area in the middle will do it, but I'm going to throw down these rocks too, in order just to kind of enhance the illusion. And just throw one randomly there, because it wouldn't form in perfect little bunches if this was wild, so that's fine with me. Do you have certain plants or anything you like? I don't think. Let's go ahead and give you food and water too. I guess they want to eat. I'm going to put the food trays, put the water back here. But I put the food tray up to the glass. That's going to encourage the Komodo dragons to go into that area so guests can see them better. Hopefully it'll make the guests a little happier. Not too many like desert, Asian, or yeah, I guess Asian or Oceania rocks. I don't know what you'd officially consider Komodo. No perfect ones. Oh, these kind of cool looking. Yeah, let's go ahead and put these in. They might not be exactly right. But they look nice, so sometimes that's good enough. Put one back here again just to hide that zookeeper entrance. And as things go on, I'll change the zookeeper entrances to make them double doors, like an actual zoo would have, so you can't just accidentally flare open the door and have a Komodo dragon run out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to this. I'll put a few more rocks around, just to get them a little happier, fill in that back area. That's fine with me. I want to put a rock. Yeah, no, obstruct the view anywhere close to that. So we're not going to worry about this big guy. No. I'm debating with myself if I want to drop a big rock right in the middle, but I think it's too obstructive to the view. So we're just going to let that go. We're going to let that go. Yes, yes, that's fine. Lulu. Okay. Let's go ahead and put another food deposit right down there. Again, just to draw them into that area so more guests will be able to see them. And I think that's fairly good for the exhibit. I think. Yeah, it looks like the sight lines are all pretty good. You can still kind of see the buildings in the background, but they're not impressive at least. Oh, and here come our first guest. Beautiful, beautiful. Come on in. Come on in and spend your money poorly. Make poor decisions based on tacky things you'll never wear after you leave my zoo. Alright, let's go ahead and do a little landscaping here. These smaller beech trees, I think, are... Ooh, don't want to have it floating. We'll drop it right here. Probably should drop the mate on the other side, but oh well. Gonna leave that area again, just a little unfinished here. Gonna go utilitarian for our guest areas on this first episode at least. You might fancy them up in an episode or two, but for right now I just want people to be spending money just so. We've already spent, what, $10,000 plus? Ugh, terrible, terrible. Come to the ATM, people. It's right here for you. Don't stop in the information center either. Oh well, let's go ahead and put in a food stall on this side. Just so people have a place to buy food. You know what? Like, line it up right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And maybe I can make like a pathway and create another area for them. Is that gonna work? I didn't realize there was a little hill there. What else do I have? I do have a drink stop. Let's go ahead and put down the drink stop too. Of course, that one looks exactly the same as our food stand, so now I want them next to each other. What's the best place with this golf bees? I feel like that's going to crowd this. What is with words today, and why are they hard? I feel like that's going to crowd the sidewalk. Yeah, it's kind of blocking people from getting through. So let's go ahead and actually put our food and drink stands. We'll leave them in this general area, but we'll put them on a remove. Let's go ahead and flatten this out a little bit. We'll put them on a bit of a remove from the main pathway, so the line to it doesn't block people from going through. It's still on a little bit of a hill. Oh well, that's not the final resting place we decided, so we'll go ahead and put that down there. And sure, people are going to Chief Beef and Gulpies. Look like a slushy stand actually, but I guess it's just a drink stand in general. Okay. So we've got our basic donations for the zoo rolling in. We've got our basic happiness. Let's go ahead and just do a little landscaping around this area that we have blocked off. Beautiful. Whoops. Right click, no good. I thought right click was deselecting it from the turn, but all I had to do was let go of the Z key. Just good first game jitters. Droppy. Beautiful. Tie that thing together. Oh, we've already made 2, so we've got 10 donations. Everyone's put 20 bucks in. So, oh, we just made 320. Okay. And the Komodos were about, what, 15 to 20 each. So let's say 6,000 we've put it in. But there we are. Hello, happy Komodo. Beautiful, beautiful, happy Komodos. So happy. So Komodo-y. Social's having a little bit of a problem. What's wrong with their social? Too many adults. See, I bought 2 males and a female. I thought that might be a bit much. Okay. Also, can't reach an accessible staff room. Oh, I haven't built a staff room for our keepers yet, so we got a few things we need to do. We don't want this poor, tired zoo worker to pass out. So before we wrap up here and take a final walkthrough, we need to build some facilities. And where are we going to put this? We're going to put this back here, obviously, with the rest of the facilities. You know what? I can put it just like behind the vet's office. So let's go, where is it? Staff room small. There we go. It doesn't quite fit there. Can't find an accessible staff room space. Okay, let's just rotate this baby around. And we'll go ahead and slap it behind the veterinary office in the quarantine. Like so. Okay. There, we got a little keeper area built up pretty well. What else? What else do we need here before I can say I'm satisfied with the first episode? It's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a walk through. Of course, it's night now, so it's going to be harder to see, but there's our Komodos. Thank you for walking through me. Oh, you can see that they're actually doing like that fighting thing Komodos do. This game has like real... It's weird that the people are cartoony and the animals are super realistic. The animals are really well done. Uh-oh, important alert. What now? Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and release the extra male. We're going to release the oldest male Komodo, or that's the young one, 12. Yeah, I'll release you because the other one's mated. Okay, so we'll release him. We'll get 34 conservative bucks or whatever that is. Oh, I unlocked an achievement. Say goodbye. There we go. First animal I've released, I assume. Okay. There we go. So we've got a pretty good look at them from there. You can see that Chief Beef and Gulpy are doing good. Nobody's really hanging out there, but I'm okay with that as long as it doesn't cause issues. Oh no, here's some people peeling off the area, so hopefully it's helping. Yeah, it does look like a slushie and a beef stand. Or a beef stand, a hamburger joint. Okay, I'm feeling pretty satisfied with that as the first exhibit. Looks like we've already paid off one Komodo dragon through donations. So it looks like they're popular enough, and the game is at least forgiving enough on medium to allow me to have an exhibit like that. So, yeah, I don't like the look of our guest area here yet. We'll have to remedy that. But, oh, yeah, see, they're about to mate. I thought I saw the message that they were making before. Great, okay. So it looks like everything's working out pretty well. Sunrise is coming on our first day with a completed exhibit. Komodos are more or less happy. Obviously, we're going to have to do some research and get them some enrichment objects. But other than that, I think we've done as well with this exhibit as we can at this point in the game. Maybe we can make them a faux shelter, but we don't really need that as far as I can tell. Everyone seems pretty happy, although we haven't bought the vent yet. I'm going to buy an extra vendor here. Throw them down just so those people aren't getting overtaxed because those are really, really crowded. Okay, yeah, we'll have to get a vet so we can start doing research and get those enrichment items. Anything else we need to do? I mean, I guess technically I need a mechanic and a security guard. Nothing's broken yet, but might as well get them going. I don't know if that's the best economically as far as payroll goes. But, what the hey, let's just go ahead and drop them off. We're making money right now, it says, so I'm not super concerned. And even if worse came to worse, we can afford to buy more Komodo dragons. Okay, good. So I want to fix this area, but I think that's going to do it for this episode. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That was our very first exhibit I've ever made. Literally the first exhibit I ever made in Planet Zoo. I guess technically I made one in the tutorial. That's a lie. I made one in the tutorial. I'm a liar and you shouldn't listen to me. But this is the first one I made without being prompted and told exactly how to make it. So I'm okay with this one for now. There are a few things, if I had more stuff unlocked, I think I would do differently. Mostly building a false shelter for them in the background and maybe doing a double door for the zookeeper entrance. But other than that, I'm pretty proud of it. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be playing probably a lot of Planet Zoo in the future because it's, as you can see, a lot like Zoo Tycoon 2, Zoo Tycoon 2, but much more. But I better learn to speak before I continue recording these.